Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another video. And this game is played between Magnus Carlsen with the white pieces and Nepo as black. And this game is from the Magnus Carlsen Invitational, and Magnus with the white pieces here opens with e4, going for his king's pawn opening. So we have c5 going into the Sicilian defence, which is one of the best openings for black. Now we have knight to f3, d6, d4, and we have c captured on d4, knight captured on d4, and this is the open variation of the Sicilian defence. Knight to f6, and in this position, Carlsen goes for the odd bishop to c4 move. So it's not really an odd move, but this allows the knight to come and take on the e4 square. So this is the Ginsberg gambit of the Sicilian defence, the open variation still. But going back, most of the common lines are moves such as knight to c3, or you could continue the game by playing moves such as bishop to d3, which is a good move as well, still defending this pawn. Going back, you could play other moves such as bishop to b5 with check, and this is still a strong move to play, bishop to c4, an aggressive line because you have a very strong bishop which opens the whole diagonal up. But Nepo decides to go for knight captured on e4, queen to h5, and this position here. So the move that you played after knight takes on e4, queen to h5 is a pretty aggressive move here because it opens up the whole diagonal from the queen as well. So the queen is instantly developed, and this knight is pretty vulnerable in the middle of the board. So here we have e6 from Nepo, and we have knight takes on e6. So this is actually a poor move to play. So going back, in this position after the move e6, you could play a move. The best move to play is actually bishop to b5 with check. That's how you can continue this game from here. But what Carlsen decides to do is an absolute blunder. So he decides to go for knight takes on e6, which is the worst move in the position, one of the worst moves you can play. So you're down a whole piece now. So what are you going to do? So bishop takes on e6, bishop takes on e6, and we have queen to e7. Bishop takes on f7 with check. Queen takes on f7, and we have queen to e2, declining the queen trade. Queen to e7, and we have castles from Magnus. Knight to f6, offering a queen trade, and we have bishop to e3. Knight to c6, developing the knight. Knight to c3, and we have d5 pushing forwards. Queen to f3, and we have a queenside castling from Nepo, so defending this pawn still with the rook by castling, and you're defending it with the knight. So we have rook f to e1, and we have queen to d7. So now from here we have knight to b5, and we have a6, a4, and we have queen to g4. Queen takes on g4, and we have knight takes on g4, bishop to b6, and we have a takes on b5. A takes b5, and we have knight to b8, so retreating the knight. Bishop takes on d8, king takes on d8, h3, and we have knight back to f6. Rook to a7, we have king to c7, and we have rook to e6. Bishop to c5, and we have check with b6. Bishop takes on b6, and we have check with the other rook. So we have rook to e7 with check, king to d6. So now both of the rooks are undefended. So by the bishop and the king, they're attacking these rooks. So we have rook takes. So the a rook takes on b7. So now they're both connected. And we have knight b to d7. So now both the rooks are separated, and this one is undefended. Rook takes on g7, and we have queen to c6, king to c6, And it was in this position on move 28 that Magnus Carlsen decided to resign the game as there is nothing more to be done. So as you can see here, the rook is limited to the moves it can play. So you can't take the bishop because otherwise the king will take the rook. You can't move to this square here because the bishop will take. Can't move to this b8 square because the knight will take. Can't move to this square. Can't take. Otherwise the knight will take and you'll be a piece down. So this rook is virtually trapped. And it was in this position that Magnus Carlsen decided to resign the game as there is nothing more to be done. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video from the Magnus Carlsen Invitational between Jan Nepomniachtchi and Carlsen. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.